Alright guys, it's Joe here, and today I got a nice little match of Drop Zone on Arkenden. I'm really bad at pronouncing any name on this game. Like, they just need to stick to easy names like Zoo, Radiation. They were easy names. Anyway, I'm not really here to talk about that. My hard drive just fell off. That's really useful. I am here today to talk about some stuff about death streaks, really, because I have I watched a commentary earlier about it, and I was sort of got myself thinking, the whole reason of death streaks was, basically for new players to sort of get a bit better at the game. If they're having a hard time, they're going to have a boost that helps get an edge on other players. And I mean, I could be the only person who thinks this, but I think they majorly failed at trying to accomplish that, really. And the main reason I think that is death streaks don't, they, as a lot of people say, and it is true, they reward a bad player, or they reward a person who's not doing well. That isn't the way to, first of all, get people into a game, and second of all, it isn't a way to make people actually better either. So, the way I see it is, if you wanted a decent death streak or something that helped a bad player who was down on their luck, you'd do something that would help them, basically. I don't think Last Stand, Dead Man's Hand, or Martyrdom really help, because they're stuff that they're not normal things in the core game. And what I mean by that is, like, take hollow points for example, or take juice. They either increase your speed or they do increase your bullet damage. Now, those two things, although some people could say, "Oh, that's so overpowered" and stuff, that's a bad player. That's sort of given the edge of, you need to maybe do this when you're getting a kill. That gives them a little bit of an edge, which isn't too bad. I can sort of deal with that. I mean, it's frustrating, yeah, but I mean it's better than someone getting into Last Stand being able to get back up. That doesn't make a person better at the game. They just end up using it as a crutch. I think it's a crutch. They'd end up just using it as a crutch, which isn't good, and you don't want to do that for players. You want to be able to make new players feel more welcome. Be able to use guns and stuff. Like, combat trainings are brilliant. Combat training was brilliant in Black Ops. It taught people different routes to go, how to use a gun. They can learn from that gun and sort of use it in real multiplayer situation, which was brilliant. I'm so happy that they managed to do that. I mean, that's genius. So simple, and something I wanted for a while, just offline play essentially. And I remember I still have the game Time Splitters 2. They have offline play, and that was just insane. And that game's about probably 7-8 years old now. It's probably not, but I think it might be. And that had that, and it was really good. It really worked. Another thing that I've just remembered from Treyarch, which it was in World at War, they had boot camp for the first, I want to say 10 levels, but I think it might have been lower than that. It might have been 7 or 8 levels. I'm not 100% sure, but it would be people who've just at rank, and once you reach that level, you'd be kicked out and thrown into the real world of war. And that was brilliant, because you'd be playing people at the same level, unless a maiden account was just trying to go ham and were gay people. But it was normally people who had only just got the game and were playing online for the very first time. And that was just brilliant, because everyone was on the same level. There was no people with previous epic experience, and if there was, they would have got fast tracked straight out of it, and you would have been slowly getting better at the game. That was actually quite a good idea, and I think maybe they should think about doing that in Black Ops 2, having just boot camp to get new players comfortable with the game. They end up comfortable with the gun. They find a gun that they like, and then they can use that, get better at that, and then move on to other guns. Because that's the fun of COD. There's so much variety you can actually do in the game. So that's my thoughts. I'd be quite interested to think what you think of death streaks, and maybe a way to help new players actually play the game, not use something stupid as a crutch. So that'd be quite interesting to hear. I think juiced and hollow points aren't that bad. Revenge is quite good. They don't completely break the game, whereas Dead Man's Hand and Last Stand and Martyrdom are all very frustrating, because they punish good players when they themselves aren't even using that death streak. It just seems a very unfair sort of thing, something that they shouldn't have put in. I also read somewhere just some trivia that they were apparently going to put Dead Man's Hand in Modern Warfare 2, but didn't. I don't know why they didn't. Maybe because they thought, that's really unbalanced, and then maybe Sledgehammer just thought, let's put it in. It'll be funny. So I mean, that's quite annoying that they've re-put that in. It's just stupid. I think death streaks really did. For me, it takes a lot of it puts a frustration into COD that shouldn't be there. I'd much rather be getting killed by people around corners. than people in Last Stand. At least then I'd be like, you know what? Oh, it was lag, you know. Whereas in Last Stand, you can, if someone has Last Stand and Blast Shield, oh my god, not Blast Shield, Last Stand and Ballista Vest, it takes years with a sniper rifle. It literally takes a clip. It's just annoying. So that's my little thoughts about death streaks and maybe a better way to get new players into the game. My final score after this, because we end up going to win it. I feel cheap if I'd show a match where we lost or I lost. It just doesn't feel right. So after that, I just went ham sauce, and it goes on for quite some time, to be fair. But my final score was like 53 for 8. I didn't show the rest of the gameplay because it was quite long and it was very tedious. That was probably the most enjoyable bit, was a M.O.A.B. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in a bizzle. Bye bye. Oh, also subscribe if you enjoy. Ha, bye.